My name is David Galbraith and I am a startup loans recipient. So I received £4,500 followed by another £5,500. And I've used the money to start up this business called Swig Flasks, and we sell drinking accessories and paraphernalia. For the first time in my life I've actually, I wake up in the morning and all I have to do is run my business, so there's not many other people with that time and flexibility who can put into their own project. Also I think, I'm Irish, so my love for drinking is quite true, and which is probably why I've started up an alcohol related brand. I think poor would be the best description. I gave up my job at that point, and I think I was on Job Seekers, and I was trying to run the product development side of the business through just the £60 that was coming in to my bank account every week while trying to pay rent and things like that. So it wasn't pretty. Everything becomes a lot harder when you've got no money to do it. You do tend to become a bit more efficient, but it's so much harder. You're hamstrung the whole time, so you can't start buying things in bulk. You've got to make sure you're hustling, and it just makes everything happen a lot slower to have no money. So whenever I did get the startup loan, I like to think that I learned from that experience of having no money and trying to build a business without actually funding behind it. First thing was making sure a couple of my suppliers were sorted out for some of the previous orders I'd made. So paying back a wee bit of debt to them for previous stock. And then also I spent quite a wee bit of it on things like trademarking, buying barcodes, a lot of the admin procedures, making sure a Shopify website was set up. I made sure to put a wee bit of money into stock. So probably spent about £2,000 in stock, which actually came in really handy because about a month later I got to set up in one of the pop-up Piccadilly stores and get to sell my swig to the public. And without that stock, I would have been sitting there, just taking pre-orders behind a desk, which wouldn't have been very good for the brand. Actually, one of the most useful aspects of these startup loans is the idea that everyone else around you who is also taking these loans is in exactly the same position as you. So suddenly you've got this community around you of people who aren't necessarily at different stages. They're all trying to get this sort of seed funding and trying to get started up. And what a fantastic inspiration that is to have these people in these situations around you. So for my startup loan, we've got a Facebook group where everyone keeps in touch and everyone basically posts about their businesses and how's it's going. So useful, even just to keep check, even just to keep an eye on what people are up to. And I wouldn't have that if it wasn't for the startup loans. There's actually something really nice to be said about mentoring, and that's that it's something that you can actually look forward to in the week. So I find myself like, I'll be very smitten to go to my mentoring events, particularly the ones in relation to startup loans, because it's a chance to sort of boast about your business a little bit. It's a chance to let your ego inflate, and it's also a chance for it to deflate as well, and for someone to keep you in line. And both of those things make it really nice to go along to these meetings. So I think the mentoring aspect of the startup loans is actually really useful and actually quite a boon to the program. Just go and do it. Who knows when this type of thing will run out? Who knows if these programs will keep going for long? So just go and do it while you can. Take advantage of the fact that we've got this. It's incredible. And if you haven't got programs and you haven't got entrepreneurial communities that you're in, go to the mentoring sessions. Just appreciate all of this is essentially free. It's all this fantastic opportunity just given to you, and it's once in a generation.